What's good, my K Squad? Welcome back to another reaction video. If you are new here, hit that subscribe button for daily videos. So today we are going to get into some more George Carlin. This is on child worship. I never know what kind of shit he's on, so I can never be prepared. So if you guys already know what to expect, and if you guys love George Carlin, make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up, and let's go.
Bullshit, folks, is bad for you. It's all bullshit. That's what you have to remember as you go through life in this country. It's all bullshit, and it's bad for you. Now, speaking of parents and speaking of bullshit, two ideas which aren't always mutually exclusive, by the way, I'd like to mention a special kind of bullshit that has taken hold in this country in the last 30 to 40 years. It's a form of bullshit that really only can be called child worship. It's child worship. It's this excessive devotion to children. I'm talking about today's professional parents, these obsessive diaper sniffers who are overscheduling and overmanaging their children and robbing them of their childhoods. Even the simple act of playing.
I love how he waits for the claps. Like,
even the simple act of playing has been taken away from children and put on mommy's schedule in the form of play dates. Yeah. Something that should be spontaneous and free is now being rigidly planned. When does a kid ever get to sit in the yard with a stick anymore? You know, just sit there with a fucking stick. Do today's kids even know what a stick is?
No, they don't.
You know? But you know something, a kid shouldn't be wasting his time with a stick anyway. If he's 4 years old, he should be home studying for his kindergarten entrance exams. Do you know about that shit? Oh, they have them now, yeah. There are places that have kindergarten entrance exams. The poor little fuck. The poor little fuck, he can barely locate his dick.
That's true.
You know, and already he's being pressured to succeed. Pressured to succeed for the sake of the parents. Isn't this really just a sophisticated form of child abuse? And speaking of that, speaking of child abuse.
Oh boy.
Speaking of child abuse, next up, grade school. Grade school, where he won't be allowed to play tag because it encourages victimization. And he won't be allowed to play dodgeball because it's exclusionary. And it promotes aggression. Standing around is still okay. Standing around is still permitted, but it won't be for long because sooner or later some kid is going to be standing around and his foot will fall asleep and his parents will sue the school and it'll be goodbye fucking standing around. Yeah. Now, fortunately, all is not lost. All is not lost because at least we know that when he does get to play, whatever games he is allowed to play, the child will never lose. We know he'll never lose because in today's America, no child ever loses. There are no losers anymore. Everyone's a winner. No matter what the game or sport or competition, everybody wins. Everybody wins, everybody gets a trophy. No one is a loser. No child these days ever gets to hear those all-important character-building words, "You lost, Bobby. You lost. You're a loser, Bobby." They miss out on that. You know what they tell a kid who lost these days? You were the last winner. A lot of these kids never get to hear the truth about themselves until they're in their 20s. When their boss calls them in and says, "Bobby, clean the shit out of your desk and get the fuck out of here, you're a loser." Get the fuck out of here. You know?
That would have been a good way to end it.
Of course, Bobby's parents can't understand why he can't hold a job. In school, he was always on the honor roll. Well, what they don't understand, of course, is that in today's schools, everyone is on the honor roll. Everyone is on the honor roll because in order to be on the honor roll, all you really need to do is to maintain a body temperature somewhere roughly in the 90s. But we shouldn't be worrying about how he's doing at school because, you know, come summertime, he'll be off to camp. Yes, he'll be off to camp, but not to swim and hike and play softball. No. Today's child will be sent away to lose weight. He'll be sent to fat camp, or violin camp, or ceramics camp, or computer camp, or leadership camp, whatever the fuck that is. Leadership camp. Isn't that where Hitler went? Specialized, structured summer camps. Gotta keep the little fucker busy, don't they? Gotta keep the little fucker busy. Wouldn't want him to sneak in a little unstructured time in the woods. That wouldn't be any good. God knows he might start jacking off. Now, all of this stupid bullshit that children have been so crippled by has grown out of something called the self-esteem movement. The self-esteem movement began in 1970, and I'm happy to say it has been a complete failure. Because studies have repeatedly shown that having high self-esteem does not improve grades, does not improve career achievement, it does not even lower the use of alcohol, and most certainly does not reduce the incidence of violence of any sort. Because as it turns out, extremely aggressive, violent people think very highly of themselves.
Yeah, that's true.
Imagine that. Sociopaths have high self-esteem. Who would have thunk, huh? I love when this kind of thing happens. I love when these politically correct ideas crash and burn and wind up in the shithouse. The self-esteem movement revolved around a single notion. The single idea that every child is special. Boy, they said it over and over and over, as if to convince themselves. Every child is special. And I kept saying, fuck you. Every child is clearly not special. Did you ever look at one of them? Did you ever take a good close look at one of these fucking kids? They're goofy. They're fucking goofy looking. They're too small. They're way too fucking small. They're malapportioned. Their heads don't fit their bodies. Their arms are too weird and everything. Can't walk across the room in a straight line. And when they talk like I got a mouthful of shit. They're incomplete. Incomplete. Unfinished work. I never give credit for incomplete work. Now, P.T. Barnum might think they're special, but not me. I have standards. But let's say it's true. Let's grant this. I'm in a generous mood. Let's grant this proposition. Let's say it's true as somehow every child is special. What about every adult? Isn't every adult special too? And if not, then at what age do you go from being special to being not so special?
True.
And if every adult is special, then that means we're all special, and the whole ideal is all its fucking meaning.
Okay, guys, so that was my reaction to George Carlin on child worship. Honestly, I did not think it was going to be like this. I don't know what I thought he was going to say, but I did not think he was going to say this. But honestly, I agree with him. I really do. Because I feel like people do put way too much pressure on kids. I mean, I feel like you should, but I feel like at a certain age. And also, he was 100% right, because I feel like kids today do not even know what a stick is. Like, they don't know what it is to play outside, you know what I mean? Like, I see little kids, like, using tablets and iPads and stuff like that, which is absolutely nothing wrong with that, you know what I mean? That helps them, you know, that's gonna make you smart in a different way as well. But, like, I don't know, I feel like they should be outside riding bikes, you know, riding scooters. Like, this right now would be the perfect time to, like, get together with your friends and ride bikes and rollerblade and stuff. Obviously, you shouldn't be with people, but if you could, then you should. But yeah, like, when I was younger, I definitely would. There was really no phones. Like, we had a house phone, but there was no cell phones for me to use. And when I lived in Brooklyn, because that's when I was younger, and that's honestly, like, I feel like I had more freedom when I lived in Brooklyn than when I moved from Brooklyn and I moved to, no, not really. I don't know. The whole point I'm trying to make is that when I was younger, I used to ride my bikes, like, and that's how you knew, like, what your friends were doing, because you see their bikes outside, like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, like, where the pull-up spot is because of all the bikes just chilling outside. But I feel like kids today won't know that. Like, they just won't. Like, I feel like the only reason why they're riding bikes is probably to go hiking or to smoke. Like, I don't know, I don't see people usually just doing that anymore, you know what I mean? Like, I see adults, but I don't see kids. Like, I don't see kids, you know what I mean? If they're on their bike, then that means that they're about to pull out their phone too. It's just the way life is. I mean, I'm hoping that I can make my kids enjoy outside, but I think also the world is so crazy now. Like, I would be able to go outside and hang out with my friends and be outside as a kid. Now, I don't feel like I would I guess it depends on where I live, but I would not want to trust my kids being outside by themselves. And I guess it also depends on how old they are. Obviously, if they're like 15, I'm not going to be like, I don't want you outside. But, you know, it's definitely a scary thing, having to worry about the world and how it's forming and how people are, you know, because there's just some crazy people that would just drive by and snatch that kid up. It just happens. But also, there's some kids that just be outside that they be running outside naked and nobody mess with them, you know what I mean? It just really depends on where you live. It depends on the person. It just depends on so many different factors, and that's a problem. That's why it's so scary having kids, because there's so many different factors that go into things, you know what I mean? It's one thing when it's just you by yourself and you just take care of you and yourself, but I know when I have to take care of a kid, I'm gonna go hard and I'm gonna be like scared to do certain things, you know what I mean? But I'm definitely not gonna I'm not gonna force them to do play dates. I'm not gonna force them to do it. If they don't ever want to do it, I'm gonna make sure that they try it out, but I won't force my kids to consistently be on a play date schedule. But I do feel like having a schedule for your kids is so important, because it teaches them consistency, and you know what I mean? Like, I feel like you flow better when you have some kind of routine. Not saying like you play at 5 p.m. and then this and then that, but like you need some kind of routine, you know what I mean? Like, you come home, you eat your snack, do your homework, because if not, it's just gonna be so chaotic. Like, personally for me, even with my YouTube videos, if I don't plan my stuff out, if I don't say this is the video that I'm gonna do, I feel like once I get here in front of the camera and I don't have anything prepared, it's just all over, you know? So I don't ever do that. I'm always prepared, because you guys make me prepared. So if you guys love George Carlin, if you guys love this, comment down below and let me know what you guys think. Does he have a point? And do you feel like kids today are different from kids back then? And make sure that you guys hit that subscribe button and you hit that post notification bell so you get notified every time I post, because I will be posting every single day, okay? Well, I know I haven't been posting every single day, guys. I have been posting, like, if I'm not posting every day, then I'm posting every other day. So make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and that post notification bell so you get notified every time I do post. I don't want you guys missing anything, okay? So I love you, my K squad, and thank you guys for us almost being at 10K subscribers. You guys are the best, all right? So comment down below. I want to start something new. After every video, I want to make sure that you guys actually care about me a lot, actually real K squad, okay? So comment down below, not even hashtag, but comment an apple emoji if you stay until the end of the video, and I'll give you a shout out, okay? So I love you, and I'll talk to you later.